because I haven't been talking much in my videos. Part of that is because I am not too sure what I want to share and what I don't want to share, but I do also want my videos to feel personal just because I want to be able to capture my feelings in my videos. It's just really hard. Sometimes I cut out a lot of footage that I have in my vlogs and they've been getting much shorter. I do have talking segments that I deleted. I thought that it didn't matter to the video. I thought it kind of stood out of place. So instead of putting that, I just deleted it. But I think those pieces are important to put so that it doesn't feel like I'm just vlogging and making these aesthetic videos and romanticizing my life. But really, behind the scenes, I have been struggling mentally, emotionally, and physically. I've been going through a lot. But happy Halloween to all those who celebrate. I'm gonna get ready in a little bit. I am going to be going to a Halloween party with my cousins, and their friends are hosting parties, so I think we're going to go to 2 of them. I'm a little nervous because I am not a very social person, if you couldn't tell. I'm very introverted and I don't go out often. I don't have other friends that I always hang out with in my life besides my best friend from high school and middle school. We went through a lot too because we were best friends for so long, and we stopped being friends in high school and then we reconnected with college. I have to say that our friendship has not always been the easiest, but it's taught me a lot. I'm so grateful that we are able to talk and still have our bond, but also grow as people, and that we forgave each other and gave each other another chance. Unfortunately, my friend group broke apart. We've been over for 3 years. We kind of reconnected temporarily, but it just faded out, which was really unfortunate. But it just wasn't the same, and that's the one thing I would say with friendships and relationships is that when you break up for a reason, and sometimes those reasons sometimes it's hard to come back together, and sometimes you can grow and you become better people from it, but then sometimes you end up realizing that they're not the people that you once knew, or that you just outgrew each other. That is the case with my old friend group. I still have a lot of love for them and I wish them all the best. It's really hard because each of us brought so much personality and laughter into our friend group. We all had kind of similar humor, but I feel like we completed each other like a yin yang, and you just had to know us personally to really understand our bond. We might have looked really silly and stupid and foolish to other people. I know we've annoyed some students in classes, but genuinely I am not as talkative or as crazy and obnoxious unless I'm with people who really make me comfortable. And that is when you will see a more social side of me. Other than that, I'm usually really quiet and awkward and very shy. But when I'm with people that make me feel super comfortable, I'm able to show more of myself. And I've also been struggling with that too. And I think that's also what I'm struggling with is my identity, who I want to be and who I am. My mind is kind of all over the place, but this is just what's been going on in my life. I just want to say that despite me struggling, I'm really grateful that I still have my friend and that I am able to go to college, even though it has been really stressful and overwhelming. I try to remind myself that it's such a privilege to go to school, to be able to have the option to pursue a career in a path that I'm very passionate about and love. Despite how stressful college is, it's always going to be objectively hard. You know, you're going to college to pursue a higher education. But I am going to read a little bit of The Idiot now, and then I'll start kind of showering, getting ready for the day. guys, I wanted to kind of film because I finally have time to sit down, and I apologize for my voice. I have not spoken since I got up. But I wanted to do some updates because I haven't been updating these videos that much. I want to talk about The Idiot for a little bit. I have made it to part 2, as you've seen in the last vlog, and I'm on chapter 6, page 276. So there's so much that went down in here that I don't want to spoil anything, but one of my favorite parts in this story is when they're all at her apartment. I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm gonna say it like this, or her home, and they're all having conversation. Everyone's shocked, everyone's kind of like angry and confused, and the prince is just one of the most purest souls of heart. He's so sweet, and it just makes me feel sad to read about everyone treating him so badly, and the one person that understands him still makes some remarks, but she believes that she'll tarnish him, and that's why she doesn't want to go forth with being with him. It's devastating. It's devastating seeing everything and how it's playing out, and how even though the prince has had some friends and people he's known for so long, they still treat him as if he they almost treat him like he's not a human being, and it just makes me really sad to read about. I lose like all my thoughts when I'm trying to talk in a video because I know how my mind is thinking, but when it comes to actually writing it or saying it out loud, I lose my train of thought. So I definitely need to write my thoughts down more often. But right now, the prince is trying to see her again after what happened at the home and everything that went down. He kind of was talking with his friend. I don't know how to pronounce his name either, but I don't like him because I feel like they genuinely did have a friendship and a bond, but as soon as love got involved, it just changed the entirety of their relationship, and now it's kind of hard to see them as brothers because the other is jealous of the prince, and the prince has already stated many times that he's not going to get in between. He's not going to try to do anything that would sway her or destroy the relationship, and he's made it clear that he respects him and her and just wants her to be happy, but also he doesn't want to do anything wrong because, again, he respects his relationship with his friend. But this dude, he's kind of like, he seems like he does appreciate the relationship he had with the prince, but at the same time he kind of is more lost into his own ambition, that he disregards everything and treats him. I know that this one reads a lot differently from the rest of his books, but I think I saw The Gambler is kind of close to it. I read a comment where someone said The Gambler, if you liked The Idiot and the writing in here, you're gonna like The Gambler because it's kind of similar. So I'm debating on picking that up after I finish this one because this is such a lengthy book in my opinion, especially for a classic. I know that they could be 1,000 pages and above, but for me this is still a lot to consume because it's taken me almost 2 months to read about 300. The book is about almost 700 pages, but I just am really loving this world, and I love reading about the prince. I think that he's just one of the most purest human beings, and I love how even though people are so rude to him and disrespect him and treat him like he doesn't matter, he still has such a kind soul, and the way he speaks about people too. He doesn't he doesn't put them down, and he just wants the best for everyone. I just love him so much, and I want him to be happy. Like, no one deserves happiness as much as him. I feel bad for her because she wants to be with him, but it's just so hard because she believes that she's already been ruined. That's why she'd rather condemn herself to a fate worse than death than actually be happy and have a future with the prince. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. And then I haven't been reading anything else. I stopped reading A Night in the Moth for a little bit. I did start Reckless though on my Kindle, and I am on page about 160. I've actually been enjoying that a lot. Everything else has been on the back burner, but I think I'm going to be starting either Tempest or Hamlet next week, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go have breakfast now because I'm hungry. I want to have a slow morning and do some reading before I do any schoolwork. And I will update you guys when I'm back. I would love to read a little bit after breakfast. I miss this world. I'm thinking about it.